Take a one and yeah.
It's intro. Just slap it. That works.
Hello, and welcome everybody back to Broken News, coming at you live from the illustrious Treehouse Studios. I'm your host, my ma and pa call me John Schwalski, and boy do we have a hell of a show for you this time. It's our 4th episode, and we want to start off this week by thanking you, our at-home audience, for lending your poop time to watching our shows on your various mobile devices. We appreciate the views and the likes and the opportunity to make you laugh. I mean, deliver real news as it breaks every few weeks or whenever our team has mutual availability. We wish to inform you that BNN is going to have a new look coming soon. We're saying goodbye to the illustrious Treehouse Studios and upgrading to the magnificent Magnolia Studio, because it's a studio apartment. What? I thought it was cute.
You're cute.
Thank you. For those who may be interested, we are looking for stand-up comedians, correspondents, musical guests, writers, and editors to join our team. All that and more, here on BNN. So DH, I was having this pear one time that was just absolutely dynamite. You know, I mean, I eat apples every day. And they're delicious, you know? Well, they're all delicious except for gold or red delicious. I find them red stupid, you know? They're terrible. Good mango nectar. Worth its weight in gold. But like, anyway, I like apples. Mike in LA.
Hi, John.
Stacy, caught me at my soluble fiber time with my apple pectin, and why are you interrupting my break between segments? What's going?
Stacy and I are just watching your actions and admiring your spiritual glow.
Why?
Well, you do have a bit of an aura around you, John, and I do agree with Stacy. It's very impressive.
Well, I'll take the compliment, but what's going on, you guys? What's happening? Why is this happening?
Whoa, take it easy, John. Stacy was very candid with me, and I agree with him when he says, we think your internal belief system would fit greatly in our society here, and we think you should join us.
Your society? Don't you mean your band?
Yes, the band, yes. Joining the band, John.
Well, I mean, I really don't think you guys need a hurdy-gurdy player anytime soon. I don't think we really align musically, creatively. Pass.
I'm glad you find this so funny, John, but this was a serious request, and I think I speak for all of us when I say that we're very offended.
It's kind of hard not to consider it a joke when your whole thing is about constantly approaching something called Zenith, and you're taking orders from a guy that bleeps and bloops. So, I don't know. Thanks, but no thanks, guys. Appreciate always having you in the show, Mike. I hope to see you later.
John, I'm going to go ahead and stop you right there. I had a feeling you were going to do this. I've got a clip, okay? I've got a clip that's going to change your mind. And you told me in the contract that if I had a clip, I could play the fucking clip. So we're going to play the clip, John.
Oh, well, that means I have to play it, right? Well, you know what? I think we can make an exception and not play this ridiculous stuff.
Roll the clip, John.
I don't want to roll the clip.
Roll the fucking clip, John.
Roll the fucking clip.
Vegetation. Flowing life force. the cosmos. Traveling souls in meat carriages. Always approaching, never arriving. The zenith, the monocle. Highest of high, Everest not fully reached. Feed your mind. Feast on flesh. Embrace destiny. Embrace transition. Join us. Join us.
Well, John, what did you think?
I think you are drinking some serious Kool-Aid, man, and you need some help. That was the most disturbing, fucked up shit I have ever seen. What was that? And who is this dangerous man, Stacy? This bleeping, blooping mother something. You gotta get out of there, man. Does your apartment have a fire escape? Get out.
Hey, don't talk shit about Stacy, John. He'll fuck your shit up. Honestly, John, I don't really think you're getting our message. And I'm sick and tired of you always belittling me all the fucking time. So you know what? I think our energy is better spent somewhere else. So you can go fuck right off.
Oh, I can fuck right off. Oh, wow. Oh, how dare I reproach Zenith or whatever.
You know what, John? This band has given me more than our stupid family ever has with those damn trips on Flag Day. I'm sick and tired of it.
Flag Day already happened and I saw you there. So you know what? I guess I won't see you at Rosh Hashanah. Happy fucking New Year to you too.
Take a dump, John. Go enjoy your apples.
How about them apples? Yeah, we don't need you anymore. Fine. Uncle Franklin is gonna be hearing from me about your freaking weird behavior, dude. Folks, there's a lot going on in the world, but you'd expect a news organization to tell you that sort of meaningless fact, and BNN is different. Instead of sugarcoating the news like everyone else, we take it a step further by dipping it in batter and deep frying it in dirty peanut oil before covering it in ice cream and chocolate sauce like a funnel cake at the county fair.
Psst, it's a Johnalog.
Elon Musk, short of course for elongated musket, is attempting to be relevant again. What is Mr. SpaceX up to now, you might ask? Nothing big, just building robots with AI capabilities, which is terrifying, right?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. That's right, America. The end is nigh. Inspector Gadget is at it again, trying in equal measures to inspire and panic the world with inventions that resemble the plot points of shitty movies more so than practical, real-world ideas. These Tesla bots are designed to eliminate dangerous, repetitive, and boring tasks, and will be outfitted with 360-degree facial recognition cameras and software that they're referring to as dojo training. Now, I'm gonna stop you right there, Elon, all right? You see, I grew up with stuff like The Brave Little Toaster, The Iron Giant, and SpongeBob SquarePants, where if I paid any attention at all to such content, I would have learned that something not sentient should most likely remain that way or cause a lot of trouble in the process of becoming sentient or staying that way. So the human race has a choice. We can look at Mr. Musk as an innovator or a mad genius. To use an analogy from SpongeBob, Elon is plankton. And don't be fooled, folks, he might be a business owner and a mastermind in his own right, but he's still after that secret formula. Trying to be more human? If you want to be remembered, though, as a guy who sent a car into space, okay, fine. We allowed you that nonsense. Self-driving cars, I'm still not with that one, but if it can be achieved, fine. I always prescribe to the idea that if you're conscious and thoughtful behind the wheel, it's other people you have to worry about. Even in iRobot, Will Smith drove the space-age Audi, right? Speaking of AI-related movies, have we forgotten about Terminator? I know it's been a few good decades since they made a decent one, but it had a pretty simple message. The better computers we make, the more computers will actually realize that humans suck. Alright? So, in the words of the real star of iRobot, James Cromwell, I say, that'll do, Elon. That'll do. If COVID was the first wave of the apocalypse, robots are clearly the second. Just saying. And you may wonder why I'm referencing all these movies to begin with. Well, it's because it has been reported that Elon Musk's love of robots started after seeing what became his first favorite Schwarzenegger film, Twins, with Danny DeVito. Speaking of Danny DeVito, Twitter unverified the celebrity and fellow Oratory Prep alumni. Yeah, that's right, folks. Danny D and I went to the same rinky-dink high school in New Jersey, where we both happened to fail gym and study hall. But after a tweet that DeVito posted in support of the Nabisco workers' current strike, the first of its kind in 52 years, and now spanning over 5 states, DeVito was pulled from the social media platform in what seemed to be retaliation for his statement. Twitter has since claimed the unverification a mistake. Hey, Twitter, we get that you recently rewrote the application process for the blue verification check mark. I mean, everybody knows that. I've been feeding for that blue check for a long-ass time. But really, Danny DeVito? Harry Wormwood himself? Matilda's dad? Twitter, you're walking on some dangerous ground. Don't fuck with my guy, okay? Speaking of dangerous ground, Jeopardy! Executive producer and unfortunately named man, Mike Richards, was tapped to be the show's next permanent host. But due to sexist, racist, and anti-Semitic remarks, his tenure with the show will be the shortest in its history. 1 week. This just goes to show that the success of Jeopardy is based in one thing: Trebek's being alive. The show I once watched every night, where players had to make quick decisions, took a painstakingly long time to get this wrong. For a room full of nerds, these producers keep overlooking their best option, the pure, talented, and wonderful LeVar Burton, who I signed 2 petitions for to get him as a choice, and, well, he was a major player in teaching my generation how to read. Take a look. It's in a book. Jeopardy. In desperate need of getting their shit together for 400, please. Answer: what is America's longest beloved game show? Folks, you may expect us, at this point in the year, to discuss the dreaded Delta variant of COVID-19. I think we should flat out ignore it, like the US government is doing with refugees from Afghanistan. Oh, boom! Yeah, I said it, Uncle Joe. How do you like them apples? Hey, everyone. Do me a favor. Follow me to camera A. You know what's really scary, folks? Like, way more scary than anything I've ever heard of? Reports of people attacking strangers across most major cities with household items are on the rise. Some examples include a streak of assaults on Chicago's own CTA by multiple Chicagos wielding hammers, as well as an attack in Brooklyn, New York at a Citibank ATM where the weapon used was a hatchet. With an estimated 120.5 guns for every 100 residents of the US, you really have to admire the creativity of some people and their choice of weaponry. Look, I'm a man of the people, and I'm all for supporting your local hardware store, but goddamn, some people got the wrong message from Tool Time. Hey, if you're pissed that you can't go to the upcoming Hall & Oates tour because you can't find your vaccination card, that's shitty, but that's on you, baby. Taking it out on a bus driver with a socket wrench and a rolling pin is not the answer. The answer is a better way to solve your problems for 1,000, please, David's hand. No. Boom. How about we use our brains to help a neighbor build something? How about starting with a better tomorrow? Yeah, everybody. What do you say, boys? How about we start with the jacuzzi?
The following is a message from BNN's sponsor and partner, Planned Parenthood.
Folks, over the last 10 years, 1 million plants around the nation died slow, painful deaths at the hands of white women everywhere who decided, hey, that's gonna be my new thing. When the pandemic happened, the Insta collectives needed fresh backdrops for their selfies, and who could blame them, right? But when the powers that be said, hey, you can come outside now, the number rose from about 1 million to carry the one. No. To like a gajillion. Now we at BNN need your help. With a donation of just 69 cents a day, Planned Parenthood will ensure that every plant has a good home. A home free of violence and abuse, where they'll receive all the attention and love that they deserve. Your contribution will ensure that all of these plants get a new leaf on life, providing all the water and soil they will ever need. That's just 69 cents a day, and Planned Parenthood will make it all better. So we at BNN support Planned Parenthood, and we encourage you to do the same.
The Breakdown. Breakdown.
15% of new COVID infections have been found in children. Government officials have called in an elite squad familiar with the population. Paw Patrol! Paw Patrol! Gonna get there on the double. The new surge of cases has coincidentally risen following the news of tomorrow's big spelling test. Mom, I don't feel good. I think I'd rather watch The Price is Right and King of Queens instead. Convincing? In an historic first, smoke from Russia's wildfires have reached the North Pole. This is not to discount when in 2016, Rudolph returned from a California holiday with a different kind of smoke. He also reportedly brought back 2 new reindeer, named Cheech and Chong. Looks like his nose isn't the only thing that's red. Some Republican officials are blaming migrants for the rising number of COVID cases. Our BNN migrant experts, or migrant BNN experts, I don't know where they are half the time. But anyway, our lab coats have found this to be true. These migrants include people migrating to Chicago for Riot Fest, people migrating to Florida for a life absent of law and order, and people migrating from reality because they don't want to wear a mask. Wear a mask. Arkansas apparently only has 8 free ICU beds in the entire state. Many experts are looking toward older English families to find a more efficient way to use their resources. Startup company Geometric Energy Corps will be sending a 4x4x4 billboard into Earth's lower orbit. Now, large companies like Geico can save 15% or more by not investing in this shitty service. 4x4x4? This is great news for 16-bit video game developers. You can almost fit an entire advertisement. And this is shit news for people who live on planet Earth. They'll never see the discounts coming. But now, we're finally reaching the niche market of the Ruppel's Griffin vulture. They can fly up to 37,000 feet. Just a little ornithological fact. Doc Fauci is suggesting that all teachers be required to vaccinate before this upcoming school year. Teachers have unanimously come out saying, please, dear God, please. There are so many children. And now they're 15% of the cases. Where is Paw Patrol? Jon Stewart and Pete Davidson will be performing a 9/11 comedy show for charity. I personally appreciate a bit of respite on a day that we should never forget. And if it's anything like Pete Davidson's King of Staten Island, well, maybe it's something we actively want to forget anyway. Lionel Messi is leaving Spanish team Barcelona to go to French team Paris Saint-Germain. That's not how it's pronounced. But this move is, of course, dumbfounding to most American sports fans, not only because they can't pronounce it, but because they don't give a fuck. Mountain Dew is partnering with Sam Adams to create the world's first alcoholic Mountain Dew. This finally answers the question, has science gone too far? Yes! Yes, it has! This is a real testament to our... I meant to say this is a real test. This is a real test for our kidneys, livers, and brain cells. But, folks, honestly, who's surprised? Water is alcohol nowadays. Alcohol is water. I'd make the argument that Mountain Dew is pretty late to the train, and it's just going about it the wrong way. Mountain Dew and moonshine is basically a West Virginia delicacy. And why would you mix any kind of soft drink with beer in the first place? You know, you got rum and Coke, Sunny D and tequila, and grape soda with brandy. That's it. Except, here we have something I like to call John's Morning Mist. It's a homemade mixture of whiskey and Lipton sugar crystals. A mother in the UK was upset to discover she'd given her baby the same name as a character on a sexy Netflix comedy. She plans to change the baby's name, saying, "I would never call a child after a TV character in a million years." The character? Maeve Sexton. That baby is such a Maeve. You know, what would actually be some good names from TV to name a kid? I mean, I certainly wouldn't want to name a child Fat Albert or Miss Piggy, Stimpy, or Steve. Or Urkel. Forcing yourself later as a parent to ask, "Did I do that?"
I wasn't slaving these 9 months for no reason. My feet got swollen. No, you gonna help raise this child.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me and this baby? No. Either you gonna pay some child support, or
Damn
you gonna
right.
get in this house and we gonna be a family.
Happy family.
A happy family. We gonna take pictures at the local mall, and it's gonna be very cheap.
Do you have anything on my cheap?
Phil, you are a decorated filmmaker now. You got accepted to the Cannes Short Film Festival. A couple of festivals in Atlanta now, right? And you won an award already for your short, Who's Waldo? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, Who's Waldo kind of got broke down. Me going back to when I was a little shorty, watching different TV shows, and then reading different books at the Scholastic Book Fair, and I was thinking, why do they hate on the black Waldo and say that's not really the Waldo? Like, they'll have people like Waldo wearing different shirts, and then like they'll have a black person wearing exactly Waldo's getup, but that's not Waldo. I was like, why can't we have a black Waldo? So then I was like, you know what? I'm a writer. I can write this. So I wrote me a story basically about Black Waldo, where he finds out that he's not the one true Waldo, and he has to go down a rabbit hole of discovery to find out who he really is, while finding out that the system don't want him to be great. If you follow me at Nino Punchlines on IG and Twitter, I can give you a private link and see the movie. You know, he wasn't wearing ties before he saw my film. And then he just got inspired and then started wearing ties. So like, if you watch Who's Waldo, it can upgrade you.
So Phil Ty, it is great to have you here with us. You're a friend of the show. You're a friend of mine. Right? All right. I got a list of questions for you that I think will be interesting. All right. Here we go. It's your birthday. Someone hands you a calfskin wallet. You meet a little boy. He shows you his butterfly collection and the killing jar. You're watching television. Suddenly you realize there's a wasp crawling on your arm.
These are some dangerous scenarios.
Okay, this one you're going to want to close your eyes for. And look at that camera right there. You're in a desert, walking along in the sand, when all of a sudden you look down and you see a tortoise. It's crawling towards you. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna kick it.
Well, jinkies, folks, this is the end of our interview with Phil Ty Moore, and we've had a great time. I hope you have too. Phil Ty's a great guy, and we're just so thankful that he stopped by to BNN once again. Thanks so much, Phil.
Appreciate the time. I don't appreciate you talking about my mama, but we'll talk about that after the show.
I still didn't say anything about your mom.
What you say about my mama?
I didn't say anything about your mama. I was
I
asking
think
you
you
to.
talking about my mama.
I was asking you to say something about your mama because
Why you trying to get me implicated talking about my mama? I ain't saying a damn thing about my mama.
I've met your mom. I used to be one of those photographers. Those places don't pay taxes. It's kind of crazy. And babies aren't supposed to see that much flash photography, you know? So, like, wait until maybe the baby's a little bit older before you do that, I would say, because, like...
You're judging the way I parent?
No, not at all. But
First you talk about my mama, then you're judging the way I parent. You weren't in labor for 9 months, Jonathan. You were not in labor. I was.
This is a hypothetical scenario.
You look very much like our weather correspondent, Willie Drizzles.
I never heard that before.
And now it's time for our signature sign-off segment, Tinkle Time. which used to have musical accompaniment by Mike Greenwood. However, we're doing it a cappella this week. You know, folks, they say that a watch pot never boils. Huh. I knew it! Oh, what? Oh, what a great episode, folks. So, if you want to see more content like this, like and subscribe. We want to hear from you, folks. So comment below. We really do read every single one of the comments. Every last one. Bye now.
John, you gotta see this.
Dear Lord!
I wouldn't interrupt, but
This is crazy. You must show me. In the lab!
it just came in this morning. I don't know what to make of it.
Have you run the decryption protocol? And the cumulative learning machine algorithm? No hits?
We're out of our depth here.
How can that be?
Well, literally, it's our first YouTube comment ever. I've called the world's finest minds on this. And hands.
Of course.
And we're no closer to figuring it out.
That's impossible. This Mr. D's Nuts 420 is reaching out to us. We have to make sense of this. Son of a dang it.
It has to make sense, sorry.
Does it make any sense? I don't know. Oh, you'll break the internet with that one. No, alright.
No. I saw this website before we got it. Back. Enhance. We don't need the nuclear launch codes yet.
Look, that's a second comment.
Let me see mine.